Okay, Telco Sports welcomes you to our coverage of high school volleyball, where the the Varsity Raiders will take on the Jackson Center Tigers. This game is brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, Superior Aluminum, and NK Telco. We're looking live here at the Habitat of the Cat here at Jackson Center High School, here for some Thursday Shelby County League volleyball on what is a very warm Thursday night here as we approach the Labor Day weekend holiday. Let's take a look at both teams here before we get going here. We got to take a look at first for ninth-year head coach Aaron Watkins and his Russia Raiders. Off to a bit of a slow start here, sitting right at a 1-4 record here. Lost that opening season match to Fort Recovery, lost to New Bremen before they defeated Watkins' alma mater in Fairlawn, and fell in some tightly contested contest with Versailles in 4 sets, and lost a tightly contested contest to Anna. So Raiders out on the wrong foot here in terms of Shelby County League play at the 0-1 mark right now, trying to get back on course so they can stay pace with, of course, who is Fort Laramie, who is the heavy favorite here this year. On the flip side, for Kim Metz, the veteran, the dean of Shelby County Volleyball, Kim Metz, Jackson Center Tigers. Her Tigers are at 1-3 and 0-1 in the Shelby County Athletic League. They start off with a win against Riverside, and have hit a little bit of a snag. They've hit a little bit of an injury bug to their key senior, McKinley Reichert, who is out. So we don't know for how long, but not playing tonight. They've lost to Marion Local, Anna, and Covington. So looking to see how these Tigers respond. Here, both teams 0-1 in the county. Both teams desperately needing a win. Of course, we know the double round robin format of the Shelby County Athletic League. If you know anything about Shelby County League athletics, and nobody wants to start 0-2. It's not impossible, but a very deep hole to dig out of if you go 0-2 in the Shelby County Athletic League and want to win a title in a place like volleyball or basketball. So we'll step aside, come back for the national anthem, starting lineup and keys to the game. You're watching girls high school volleyball on NK Telco Sports. Back here at the Habitat of the Cat here at Jackson Center High School. Take a look at our starting lineups here first for the visiting Russia Raiders. Number 1, Celeste Borchers. Number 2, Emma Mullenkamp. Number 6, Violet Armstrong. Number 7, freshman Ariana Cardona. Number 8, Ava Gibson. And rounding out the lineup, number 12, Hazel Francis. Head coach of the Russia Raiders is Aaron Watkins, assisted by David Strunk and Allie Hafer. Now taking a look at the starting lineups for the Jackson Center Tigers. Number 6, senior setter Avery Jackson. Number 11, Audrey Bird. Number 12, Presley Reese. Number 13, freshman Tatum Reichert. Number 24 will be the featured center in this offense, Marion Ludwig. And number 31, Dee Lichtenberg. Libero, number 2, Brooke Ann Bird. Of course, the PA announcer, longtime basketball coach, and current athletic director, Scott Elkert, on the PA duties here tonight for Kim Metz's squad. Kim is assisted by Tara Schuster, Aaron Pence, and Cassie Zorn, the latter two former players on her 2 key back-to-back state champions in 2015 and 2016, as that brought the first 2 titles and only 2 titles in Jackson Center volleyball history, and what's really been a cornerstone in building what's been a successful program here in Jackson Center. Let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza in Newport, Ohio. First, take a look for the Russia Raiders. It's really keeping the momentum up. They lost a barn burner of a game over at Anna the other night. I want to try to keep things on track here. Also want to play fast and play aggressive. For the Tigers, they want to pass the ball better to run their offense. They feel like they've been struggling in the passing game. They want to be aggressive on the ball. And again, Coach Metz talked about controlling the ball. Really, this game was supposed to be played at Russia originally. Got switched here to Jackson Center because of the construction going on at Russia. As some of you may know, Russia is putting on an addition where their old gym, the Claire C. Nouveau Gymnasium, they're shifting into a newly remodeled gym. It's a little behind schedule. It is supposed to be open in a couple weeks for Raiders fans. This game is supposed to be played at Russia, but they want as many people as possible, especially in the county, to be able to enjoy the new Raider Gymnasium. So that's why we're playing here at Jackson Center tonight. That reschedule at Russia will be September 24th, as that ball does not cross, and the Raiders strike first on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, and they'll go with freshman Ariana Cardanier. Will start from the back row. Cardanier throws the ball up. Ball's picked up by the other freshman on the court, Tatum Reichert. They go to Reichert in the back row. She does not clear. The Raiders on top quickly, 2-0. Jackson Center, Russia always play a very good non-conference schedule. Of course, a very good Shelby County Athletic League. Jackson Center going to be hosting New Bremen on Saturday, who's the heavy favorites in Division 6 to win now. And Jackson Center, 3 attacks and cannot clear on a single one. So the passing and the attacking struggling a little bit for the Tigers out the gate. That's something Coach Metz addressed when we talked prior to the game. As freshman Cordonier go with the short serve. Tigers a little out of system. Will attack from the back row. They do tip it, keep it alive, but the Raiders got a free ball it over. Can the Tigers get it over? Just barely. Gibson attacks the nets, goes to the left front to Celeste Borchers, tips it over, but the Tigers recover. Maren Ludwig, the center, got to act as a hitter. Nice dig by Flippo initially. Can the Raiders get it over? No, they cannot, and that's a kill for Maren Ludwig. Now checking back in here is Brooke-Ann Bird. Maren Ludwig, the senior, has done a lot of setting here. Contributed on varsity as a setter last year. She'll go with the serve, goes right to the libero Flippo. Gibson in the middle to the senior Emma Mullenkamp, who executes for the kill. Emma Mullenkamp, the leader of the Raider attack, leads the Raiders in kills. And Russia up 4-1 on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard as one of the two setters of this offense, Ava Gibson, with a sharp hit and an overpass. Emma Mullenkamp will play that down. It's 5-1 quickly. Russia on top of Jackson Center. Ava Gibson will go on the back line and go to serve. Gibson fires, floats it in the back row to the freshman Reichert. Presley Reese on the attack, picked up by the Raiders. Mullenkamp will go with a sideways shot, excuse Claudia Haney with that. And Claudia Haney with her first kill. And the Raiders up 6-1 quickly on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Gibson in the back row. And Gibson, can't you get the ace? Can the Tigers get it over? Nice recovery by Jackson Center. In the middle, Mullenkamp. Nice dig by Bird. Attacking on that back line. It's the Tigers. Second hit goes to Flippo. Outside to Celeste Borchers. Cannot get that to cross. Nice defense by the Tigers, who at that point looked dead and gone from the beginning off a nice serve by Gibson. But the Tigers played that well, and it goes to Presley Reese, who will get to serve. Izzy Chapman will come in now. Raiders feature two different setters on offense. Chapman sets, goes to the outside, tied at the net, and in the knees, he does it blocked there for Ava Butcher. It was not a clean set by Chapman, and the Tigers get a little momentum rolling to close the gap to 3. Reese with the serve, Cardanier picks it up. Chapman, going to go to the outside to Celeste Borchers. Nice dig out by Ludwig. Attack tied at the net. Cardanier picks it up. Raiders in good position. They go to Mullenkamp, who puts it in the back line. And Mullenkamp with her third kill of the match. Raiders up 7-3 now. Ring on the rotation in Courtney Flippo. Back in is Audrey Bird for Jackson Center. Ludwig outside to D. Lichtenberg, and that's a lift there on Ludwig. Makes contact with that palm. It's going to be called by the up judge. Flippo with the serve. Nice nosedive serve. It's going to execute a free ball for the Raiders. Flippo to Chapman. Going to go outside to Celeste Borchers. He gets that ball down. Raiders really, if they want to, they're a youthful team this year, really, outside of Emma Mullenkamp and Ella Flippo. But they're a team that needs their sophomores to step up like Hazel Francis and Celeste Borchers. Here, if they want to be successful off the blocks, Jackson Center will hit it back. Chapman, middle, Hazel Francis. And speaking of sophomores, there's another one in Hazel Francis that really, if you get those two to step up and play at their full capability, are really good players and are going to accelerate this Raider team to be better as they lead 10-3 on this First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Courtney Flippo gets the go. She'll serve, picked up Ludwig. Go to the outside to Lichtenberg, off the blockers and down. Nice kill for Dee Lichtenberg, the senior. It's her first kill of the match. 10-4 Russia. Set one here on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. And I'll again put Audrey Bird back on the serve line. Hard serve, picked up by Cardonier in the back row. Francis has got to run and attack. Lichtenberg plays it okay. She's going to pop it back over to the Raiders. And Chapman might have got away with a double. Goes to the outside, off the net, back to the Raiders. Chapman outside, Celeste Borchers left front. We got a nice rally going on. Ludwig sees the opening in the Raider back line, and a nice play by the senior Marin Ludwig as everyone was rushed up to the net, and the senior with the veteran move to get a Tiger point. Bird with the serve. Left front, Francis never cleared. Audrey Bird back to serve. Cardonier knew she didn't play it well right away. It's going to be an easy free ball for Jackson Center. Can they execute? Lichtenberg the tip. Nobody's home for the Raiders. And a little run here for the Tigers as they narrow the deficit here to 3. Chapman will go out in the left front to Hazel Francis. Too long. 4 straight points for the Tigers. And an execution by Kim Metz, who even without their top hitter, McKinley Reichert, will play hard for sure. Chapman with the tip. Tigers read that easily. Goes out to the left front. Off the blockers and a kill. 5 straight points for the Tigers. Ava Butcher with that kill. 10-9 now. 5 straight points for the Tigers. No timeout by Coach Aaron Watkins. Celeste Borchers on the attack. Goes outside to Butcher again. And that's a much-needed relief for Coach Aaron Watkins' team. Like if the Tigers would get a point, it probably would have constituted a timeout. And a rotation change for the Raiders. It'll bring in senior Ella Flippo, who will come in to serve. Tigers off recovery, off the net. Don't know if that cleared or got skinned, but it's a Raider point nonetheless. Trying to respond after building up a lead, letting the Tigers go on a little 5-0 run. Flippo, the serve, nose dives, over hit. Cardonier will play it tight at the net. Chapman's going to have to hit it flat-footed. Bad misplay by the Raiders. Outside Butcher, picked up by the setter Chapman. Goes back out, goes to Cardonier, tight at the net. Ludwig gets it over. And there is a net violation there. Running under the net. I think that might have been on, I don't know if that was Ludwig. but making contact with that net. 13-9. Raiders ahead here in set one. Ludwig the set. Back to Lichtenberg in the middle, and she'll get the kill. The Lichtenberg with her third kill to lead the Tigers. Tigers getting to double digits now. Butcher coming out. Bringing in Avery Jackson, another senior who also set as well. Celeste Butcher's playing that right back position. Jackson the serve. Left front, Cardanier, and Ariana Cardanier with her first kill. Had a real nice game against Versailles on Saturday. Couple freshmen on this court. Tatum Reichert. Of course, the Reichert name synonymous with Jackson Center Athletics, as well as the Cardanier name with Arushi. Reichert, speaking of, cannot get that one to clear. And I've been doing Jackson Center games a long year. I remember when Tatum was a 6th grader and taping the basketball games the year her dad, Bill, was the girls' coach for a season. And she told us she would have one season to play with her sister. Pretty neat. Hopefully she can get healthy soon. They can be on the court more as Lichtenberg hits that one long. It's pretty neat to see it hopefully come to fruition somewhat, and hopefully McKinley can get healthy and back on the court, because she was a force in a first-team All-County selection last year with over 300 kills on the season. As Violet Armstrong will serve on the 16-10 Raider lead. Miscommunication by the Tigers. And that's going to cause a precision strip timeout. 17-10, Arushi over Jackson Center. You're listening to Girls High School Volleyball on NK Toko Sports. Back here on NK Telco Sports. Again, that timeout sponsored by our sponsors at Precision Strip. Tigers a little out of system here. Bump it over. Hit to the middle. Ludwig bumps it over. Goes out to the left front, and Ariana Cardanier. Left side, Tatum Reichert. She bumps it over and will get the kill. Tatum Reichert, the freshman, with a kill. 17-11 Raiders, as that stops a little bit of the run and puts senior D Lichtenberg on the back line. In the middle, Hazel Francis, just too much on that, and squirts in the hallway. Narrows the gap to 5 for Jackson Center, who was trailing by 6, was able to get it back within 1, 10-9, before the Raiders went on a run to themselves. They started this game on a 6-1 run as they've attacked from the back row by Borchers. Ludwig gets the kill. Maren Ludwig out that right front. Gets her third kill of the match. So a little 3-point run for the Tigers, who need a couple of these to get back in this ball game. Gibson sets to the middle. Hazel Francis off the blockers, picked up by the Tigers. Ludwig right front, sees the wide opening. The Raider blockers went way too far on the left side, and Maren Ludwig executes with ease. Mishandled by the Raiders. Ariana Cardanier there to pick it up. Free balled on the Tigers side. And a nice kill there. Presley Reese bringing the boom. 5 straight points rattled off by Jackson Center. That's a precision strip timeout by Coach Aaron Watkins. Here, again, we'd like to thank Precision Strip for sponsoring us this year. Our other sponsors are Carriage Works, Chiltex LLC, Cy Schwederman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hulsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, the St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. Our scoreboard sponsors, the First National Bank, Keys to the Game, Keel Pizza. All timeouts are brought to you by our sponsors at Precision Strip, and our player of the game will be brought to you, of course, by NK Telco. And back out of that Precision Strip timeout. It's been a little bit of a game of runs. Tigers back within 2. Big point here, and you feel like the team that always calls the timeout generally in volleyball gets that benefit of the doubt. And the Raiders got what they wanted to with that timeout and get a service error from D. Lichtenberg. Francis with the serve forward to the Raiders. Presley Reese with the tip. And go back out to the left front to Ariana Cardonier. Nice kill by the freshman. Put Avery Jackson back on her behind there a bit. And that's a nice kill by the freshman Cardonier. Her second kill, Russia up 19-15. Francis with the serve. Reichert gets it. Can the Raiders hold up to it? No, it hits the wall. Tatum Reichert with a nice kill. The freshman's trade kills there. Second for Tatum. As the aforementioned freshman on the back line to serve. Goes to Violet Armstrong. Over to Emma Mullenkamp. Tigers in the net. Like the guilty, I don't know who the guilty party was there. If they were trying to signal Marin Ludwig or Presley Reese. They put up a 2, but I don't think it was the libero. Cardonier with the serve, and the first ace of the game for the Raiders. So we really haven't seen too much aces here. Really strong serving from either team. It's been more on the attack end. As Cardonier gets the Raider first ace. To serve. Tigers get it to that left front. Cardonier didn't handle it well, but the Raiders going to be able to recover. Left front. Gibson outside, left front. Borchers. Can the Tigers catch up to it? They can. They'll flip it back to the Raiders' side. Gibson's got to run a long way to get it. Borchers pushes it to the back corner. And that ball does not clear. And the Raiders get the benefit of the doubt. Ariana Cardonier back to serve. 6-point lead for the Raiders. Trying to close out set 1 here. Ludwig the set to the middle to Presley Reese. And they're going to say that's in. Right in front of that line judge. Presley Reese with her second kill. Aaron Ludwig the serve. Gibson had to play that tight at the net. Reese in the middle. Dug out. Cardonier. Set left side. Borchers gets the kill. Celeste Borchers' second kill. That gives Russia a 6-point advantage. Claudia Haney will come in to play the front as Violet Armstrong comes out. We have a Gibson to serve. Nice powerful serve, but picked up by the Tigers. Play in the middle, it goes out. And coming in will be Hayden Bensman to play that back row spot and take that spot away. Raiders been trying to pick on Reichert a lot. Gibson the serve. And that's going to be an ace to cap off set 1 from Ava Gibson. It's a 25-17 Raider win here in set 1. We'll step aside, come back with set 2 here next on your home for Jackson Center Tiger Volleyball and NK Telco Sports. back here at Jackson Center High School, the Russia Raiders take that first set 25-17. And Coach Aaron Watkins talked about bringing energy this set, and they start off on a good note. Emma Mullenkamp, the senior, with her 4th kill, her first obviously of the set, seeing the Raiders jump out to the 1-0 lead quickly. And Claudia Haney in the front row for Russia. Ava Gibson the serve, nice. Hard no serve, but Jackson Center picked it up well. Left front, Celeste Borchers gets it down, her 3rd. Russia now up 2-0 quickly on Jackson Center. Ava Gibson gets the instructions from 9th-year headman Aaron Watkins. That's a bleeder over the tape. And those are always, as a commentator and as just a spectator in general, my favorite kills to see. The ones that just tip the tape and catch the defense a little unsuspecting, that off speed. Ava Gibson with some hard serves tonight. Being real aggressive from that back line. Back set to Haney. It's just too far. But they're going to say a Jackson Center Tiger player was in the net. Might have been Reese. I signal that 2 in the fist. As much as I know about volleyball, I don't know that fist signal. And there's another ace for Ava Gibson, her 3rd. And Russia, in a blink of an eye, up 5-0, and Tatum Reichert going to be subbed out. We saw that toward the end of the first set, Hayden Bensman coming in. Another serve. Tucked in that back corner. Ludwig had to come a long way to get it. And Jackson Center can't get it over. That passing struggling a bit for the Tigers right now. That's one of the keys that Coach Kim Metz talked about. As they trail 6-0. Gibson looking to add off her 2 aces already in this set. Ludwig going to have to go here. Dug out Cardonier. Gibson back to the left front to her classmate Celeste Borchers. And running attack by Brooke-Ann Bird is long. And Russia up 7-0. But we've seen Jackson Center make a couple runs in the first game, so we saw them make a pair of 5-point runs. Good pass by the Tigers. They go to the middle. Presley Reese never crossed. Hit the net. And an 8-0 Raider lead. Gibson. Nice dig out by Bensman. Ludwig. Through the back. And Tigers can't execute on offense. We got a precision strip timeout by Coach Kim Metz. We'll be back here next on your home for Jackson Center Tiger Volleyball and KTLCO Sports. Well, in the blink of an eye, Aaron Watkins' Russia Raiders are out to a 9-0 lead on the Jackson Center Tigers. And a bullet of a serve by Ava Gibson, but Jackson Center somehow managed to get that over. Off speed from Celeste Borchers. Nobody able to get home there for Jackson Center. Ava Gibson has had some very aggressive serving. And it's a 10-0 Raider advantage. And now Brooklyn Meyer will come in for Russia. Gibson the serve. It goes long. Jackson Center finally gets on the board here in set 2. The Raiders rattle off the first 10. After taking set 1, the Raiders won at 25-17. And coming in now, Audrey Bird for Jackson Center. Aaron Ludwig the serve. Her serve picked up. Chapman out to Meyer, and that just wasn't a very good set. Meyer had to play it with her offhand. And Jackson Center now back-to-back points. Chapman sets. They go outside to Brooklyn Meyer. And Meyer will get the kill. And a rotation will go to Courtney Flippo for the Raiders. Presley Reese with a nice swing out that right front. Gets the kill. And I'll bring back in Dee Lichtenberg on the rotation. Presley Reese now with 3 kills. Chapman sets middle. Celeste Borchers off the blockers to Bensman. To the middle. The Raiders going to have to hit it flat-footed. Dugout, good rally going here. Lichtenberg off the blockers and down. Meyer caught it for a moment, couldn't punch it. So make that 4 kills for Dee Lichtenberg and a little 4-1 run here for the Tigers. Tigers due for an ace here. We'll get that, as it'll be a Hazel Francis kill instead. Off the touch. Francis' second kill. Flippo in on the rotation for Rushi. Back set. Butcher. Dug out. Cardonier will have to attack the net. Ludwig, left front. Blocked back on the Tigers' side. Ludwig plays the off-speed. Flippo sets out to Cardonier. Butcher attacks off the blockers. Meyer gets it. Chapman goes back to Cardonier. And great defense by both sides. But ultimately an Ariana Cardonier kill. Flippo with the serve will get the ace. Ella Flippo gets the 5th Raider ace of the night, the 3rd of this set. Raiders rattle off 3 straight there. Flippo tried to play it short, but just didn't have enough mustard on it. Tatum Reichert will come back in on the rotation. Will go in that front row. Butcher the serve. Francis gets it up to Cardonier and tried to get too cute with that cross-court shot. That's the hardest shot to execute. Trying to go across the court. You just have limited space like you don't have when you try to hit toward the back line. Flippo. Chapman. Meyer has to run at the net. Wasn't the cleanest set. Battle at the net. One back by the Tigers. Flippo the dig. Chapman trying to tuck it back in the corner. Got a good little volley going here. Cardonier will end it, though, with her 4th kill of the match. And I'll bring in Violet Armstrong and Ava Gibson. Raiders primarily play those 2 setters. Get Gibson and Chapman trade out. Gibson and Armstrong pair together, the 2 sophomores. Good serve by Armstrong. You knew it right off her hand. Raiders have been very aggressive from the serve line tonight, something they have lacked in a couple of their first games. But now up 16-6. Ludwig jump set at the net, out to Tatum Reichert, off the blocks, back to the Raiders' side. Gibson tries to go on 2. And they're going to call a double on Ava Gibson. Send the ball kind of rattle around in her palm. Serve, Ella Flippo picks it out. Francis, oh no, they call a touch. They do call a touch there, so Hazel Francis with the kill, her 3rd of the night. Emma Mullenkamp back in. Ludwig out on that left front. Ball does not cross. Ava Bacher in the Raider lineup, a senior. They're able to get all 4 of their seniors in the second set. Bacher with the serve. Tigers in system. Reichert off the blockers, battle at the net. Reichert couldn't finish it, but the Mullenkamp, the senior, put it away. 5 kills now for Emma. They're going to give the point to the Tigers. I don't know what happened. Emma Mullenkamp clearly with the kill there. But it'll be 18-8 now. Not confused. So I guess you take away the kill for Emma Mullenkamp. Gibson go out. They try to get it to Mullenkamp, but a poor set by Gibson. And the Tigers now have the lead down to 9. Lichtenberg serve picked up. Left side Mullenkamp. Dug out by Lichtenberg. Reese with the attack, and no Raider there on the back line to go get it. Presley Reese puts the Tigers at 10 points. But with the dig, Gibson out to Cordonier. Dug out. Can they get the second hit? Yes, they can get it over just barely. But Tigers the guilty party in the net on that follow through. So Porter's in on the rotation. And that ball does not cross there. 19-11. Serve picked up. Nice dig by the Tigers, but a double there. That ball clearly off the palm. I thought the Raiders might have got away with one too, but that one was a little more clear there to the naked eye. As Claudia Haney comes in on the rotation. Gibson, who had the hot hand to start, still does. 21-11. Ava Gibson's 4th ace of the night. Remember, she started off and rattled off 10 straight points. It has been a back and forth battle ever since, but the Tigers spotted the Raiders 10 points to start, as Gibson will try to get a little cute with that and cannot get the same benefit of the doubt there. Maren Ludwig now back to service, back at the top of each rotation here. Service long. Hazel Francis in on the rotation, and coming in is Lily Francis. I don't think we were set yet. We didn't even get a go from the up judge. France was not in her spot. Flippo now will serve. Net violation, but it doesn't matter. A kill for the Tigers anyway. I think it was Ava Butcher with that kill. Her second. Reese with the serve. Back to Chapman in the middle to Haney. Tries to punch it in the corner. Butcher with the attack. The side hit. Dug out Francis. Goes back to Celeste Borchers with the kill. Borchers now with 5 kills. As now subbing in Hayden Bensman for Jackson Center. 23-13 on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Ariana Cardon, back in for Rushi. Ella Flippo in to serve for Rushi, trying to put away game 2. And where they started out with a 10-0 lead. And Tigers playing out with star McKinley Reichert. Both teams trying to get their first county win. Nice dig by the Tigers. They go back on the attack. Flippo goes back out to Izzy Chapman. Back to Butcher on the right side. Chapman tries to push back in the corner. Dug out by the Tigers. Tips are picked up. Lichtenberg tried to tip, but it never crossed. And 4 hits on the Tigers puts it a game point for the Raiders, trying to go up 2-0 here. Flippo gets to go from the up judge. And Butcher thought about getting it. Just let it go out. And the Tigers stay alive as Reichert and Bensman do their switch. Francis with Chapman, Cardonier off the blockers, picked up on the Tigers' side. Back to Lichtenberg, off the blockers. Back to Reichert. Over Francis in the middle, off the blockers. Good rally by both teams here. Haney hits it back. Chapman, Cardonier trying to end it, pops it up. Ludwig gets it. Who's going to win this rally? Haney off the blockers and down. Claudia Haney with her second kill. Rushi takes set to 25-14 and leads 2-0. We'll step aside, come back with our third set of action here next on NK Toko Sports.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NK Telco. Call today.
Back here on NK Toko Sports, set number 3 here on this Thursday night here at the Habitat of the Cat here at Jackson Center High School. It is a 2-0 Raider lead in terms of sets, and Rushi poured it on, and at the beginning of that first set, it was a 10-0 run to start, and then it really evened out there after that. But right now, I mean, you've really seen the Raiders execute. The Tigers came back, went back and forth, but it wasn't enough ultimately. We'd like to thank our sponsors here tonight: Carriage Works, Chiltex LLC, Cy Schreederman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hulsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, the Minster Bank, Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, the St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. As that attack is out, and the Raiders start off on a good foot this third set. All right, Cardonier will serve. Tatum Reichert, the attack, and nice power by the freshman Tatum Reichert with her third kill. Rotation, you see Butcher come in for Avery Jackson. Ludwig to serve. Gibson to the middle of the Mullenkamp. Mullenkamp gets the kill. Emma Mullenkamp, her 6th kill of the contest. Ludwig has to come a long way to get that ball. Butcher had to run at the net. Couldn't get it. And it's 3-1 Raider lead, and Ava Gibson coming in. And spearheaded that 10-0 run. Nice dig in the back row. And another great dig by Flippo. Great plays by both liberos. Borchers to hit. Ludwig can't get there in time. Ludwig had to run a long way to get that ball. Kill for Celeste Borchers. Ball misplayed by Jackson Center. They have to hit it flat-footed, and then it's attack air on Tatum Reichert. Gibson sends a hot shot, but it goes in the hallway. We've seen about a couple of those tonight. Ball go in the hallway on Raider errors. 5-2. Tatum Reichert will serve. Lichtenberg comes in the lineup, so Jackson Center can get their rotation down here. Serve. Back out to Emma Mullenkamp. It's the kill. Reese plays it. And that's a kill for Presley Reese. Her 5th. That leads all Tiger attackers. Reese with the serve. Chapman left front. Hazel Francis blocked back on the Raiders side. Butcher's got to attack it. Back over to Ludwig. She back sets over to Butcher. Tip picked up. Cardonier will attack from beyond the 10-foot line and get the kill. She got Reichert and Reese to dig for that, but it's a kill for Ariana Cardonier, her 5th. Oh, Flippo now in to serve, a senior serving specialist for Aaron Watkins in his 9th season, all-time wins leader in Rushi volleyball history. Overpass on the serve, and that's easy money for Hazel Francis. The all-around super athlete. 4 points for her. Or 4 kills for her, I should say, tonight. Flippo, throw it up. And it just didn't get the tip of the tape. It'll be a service error on the Raiders. Back to serve, Hayden Bensman. Yeah, that's going to be in. Much needed ace. Sorry, that was Avery Jackson with the serve. I misspoke there. I apologize. Ball picked up by Flippo. Raiders going to have to free ball it over. Golden opportunity for the Tigers. Popped up on the Raiders side. Back to Cardonier. Just going back around. Goes to Hazel Francis. Francis with the boom in the middle. Francis up to 5 kills. 9-5 Russia on that First National Bank Thinkverse scoreboard. Ava Gibson now in for Russia. Raiders won the first 2 sets, 25-17, 25-14. Gonna have to be a free ball for the Tigers. Gibson sets over to Francis, who pushes it. Battle at the net, won by Lichtenberg. Both athletes that can jump. Lichtenberg won that one, and a big grin on the senior's face there. Gibson out to Cordonier. Too much on that. Didn't get the best vertical on that, did the freshman Cordonier. Oh, they're calling a tip. From my view up here in the Crow's Nest, I guess not, but the up judge going to give Ariana Cordonier the benefit of the doubt. Her 6th kill, which would give her a team high, not tying team high. That's going to bring in senior Ava Bacher to serve for Russia. Bacher to serve. Long way to get it for Jackson. Out to Tatum Reichert. Ball never crossed. Ball passed over. Bacher to Gibson. In the middle, Mullenkamp. Gets it off Ludwig. Off the blockers. Can Cordonier get there? Nice play. And Bacher can't handle it. Yeah. I'll bring in Hazel Francis. I'll bring in Courtney Flippo to the back row. 11-7 Raiders with the Tigers. Too much on that. Cordonier. Pick up Lichtenberg. Gets it in the back row to Jackson. Gibson over to Borchers. Goes out to the middle. Reichert, runner at the net, and Violet Armstrong couldn't catch up to it. And a kill for the Tigers. Marion Ludwig back to serve. And that's going to be an ace for Marion Ludwig. Only the second ace, team ace of the night for the Tigers. So much needed on their end. 12-9. The Raiders lead the Tigers, trying to close out a sweep and get their first league win of this young season. And Borchers goes long. It was outside to pull anyway. Wouldn't have mattered. Coach Aaron Watkins, let's see if he takes a timeout, and he does. All timeouts are brought to you by our sponsors at Precision Strip. We'll take it with them. 12-10, Russia over Jackson Center in set 3 on NK Tokyo Sports.
Today's households are using more connected devices than ever before. TVs are streaming, smartphones are browsing, security cameras are watching, and virtual assistants are, well, assisting.
You'll need an umbrella today.
As you add more devices, we are constantly improving our technology to deliver the fastest and most reliable internet to your home. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get NK Telco high-speed internet with speeds up to 1 gig. Call 1-888-NK-TELCO today.
Back here on NK Telco Sports, the Russia Raiders lead the Jackson Center Tigers 12-10. A little bit of a Tiger run constituted a timeout. Tigers not wanting to get swept on their home floor. Presley Reese with the swing and gets the kill, and the Tigers are back within 1. Aaron Ludwig, deep breath, will serve, and we are tied. Armstrong handles that serve better. Borchers at the net, and she'll get the kill there. Celeste Borchers, her team high 7th kill, as Brooklyn Meyer will come in for Violet Armstrong. Gibson with a powerful serve will get the Tigers out of system. Can they tuck in the back corner? Not quite. Raiders don't approach that ball very well. Tigers in system. Reichert at the net. Did it get a touch? No, it went long. Good recovery by the Tigers. They just missed tucking it in that back corner. 14-12 Russia on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard as they lead 2-0 here in set 3. Good pass by the Tigers. They go back to Reichert on that right side. Dug out Meyer. Attack at the net. Borchers. Nice play. A nice assist from Brooklyn Meyer. 8 kills now for Celeste Borchers. Ava Gibson, the serve. What do we got the net? Blocked back on the side. Can the Tigers get it over? They cannot. So after the Tigers knot it up, the Raiders rattle off 4 straight points. A precision strip timeout from Coach Kim Metz. We'll take it with them. You're watching girls high school volleyball on your home for Jackson Center Tiger Sports and K-Telco.
One of the biggest questions people have about broadband internet is, what speed do I need? That depends on how many devices you have, how many people are using them at the same time, and how much bandwidth each device is using. To put it simply, the higher the demand on your home network, the more speed you need. Call NK Telco today. One of our customer care specialists can help you find the best speed for your home. We make it easy.
And serve is long. Good timeout by the veteran Kim Metz. Well known throughout here as Izzy Chapman comes in for Russia. Like I said, state Final Four appearances in 2007, 2008, which they were the runner-up, and winners in 2015 and 2016. A couple of those players on her staff now, as there's a nice play by Jackson to keep it alive. Tied to the net. Raiders can't get it over. Great scrappy defense by the Tigers. This being Erin Pence, who was Coach Metz's daughter, and Cassie Zorn, former Cassie Meyer, both 2017 alums here and contributed a lot to this Jackson Center program, now on this staff. Can the Tigers get this over? They can. Borchers kill, can it get down? Yes, it can. It's the kill for Celeste Borchers, her 9th of the night. Russia trying to close out the sweep here tonight. Tigers trying to get their first win of the county as well. From this thing you can tell, McKinley Reichert. Celeste Borchers gets it over. It's popped back up. Free ball to the Raiders' side. Francis with the kill. Hazel Francis, her 6th kill of the match. 18-14 our score now. on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. That'll bring up Courtney Flippo to the service line. Ball does not cross. And it's 19-14 Russia. And that's out the right front. It's a kill for Presley Reese. 7th kill of the match for a senior. Ball popped up. Cardonier gets it in the back row, out the middle to Celeste Borchers. And that ball, that's a kill there for Ava Butcher. Serve back to the Raiders' side over Hazel Francis. Tight at the neck, and the Tigers catch up to it. They'll have to punch it back on the Raiders' side. Middle, Francis. Dug back, Reichert, 10-foot line. Cardonier, no, cannot catch up to it. Tatum Reichert with the kill. Her 4th of the night. 19-17. Raiders clinging to the lead. Tigers trying to force a 4th set. And that one just goes long. Raiders took the first two sets 25-17, 25-14. That second set, Raiders started on a 10-0 run. JV game was won by the Tigers in 2 sets. Before you joined here on NK Telco, my name's Brandon Copeman. Glad you can join us here on this hot Thursday night. Glad to be in an air-conditioned gym and not on a soccer field like I've seen a couple Jackson Center players were. Until they have their soccer uniforms on. Cardonier has to set it over. Lichtenberg in the middle, off the blockers. Count it. Lichtenberg up to 7 kills. Avery Jackson the serve. Set to the outside, hit flat-footed by the Raiders. Tigers trying to push it in that back corner. And the side judge there thought it was out. It's not her call anyway. But the down judge confirmed it was out. As the Raiders lead 21-18. Violet Armstrong to serve. Attack from the back row by Tatum Reichert. Dug out by Flippo. Raiders going to have to free ball it over. They free ball it tight to the net. Good opportunity for Jackson. Through the blockers and down. That kill for Audrey Bird, who has not recorded a kill until that moment. Gibson gets it out to Ariana Cardonier, who tucks it in that back right corner. Her 7th kill for the freshman. And it is 22-19. Raiders trying to put this away in a 3-set sweep. Serve taken by Ludwig. Tip back by Cardonier. Was just able to hang a little longer than Bird. And the Raiders 2 points away from winning here. Cardonier's 8th kill. Tigers free ball it over. Flippo backside. Gibson and Mullenkamp. The net wiggled a little bit, but it's match point for the Raiders. 7th kill for Ludwig. Bacher, the serve. And that's going to be an ace for Ava Bacher to end the game. A 25-19 win for the Raiders in set 3. As we'll step aside, come back with our final wrap-up, and our player of the game here next on NK Telco. Back here on NK Telco Sports, the Russia Raiders get a 3-set sweep against the Jackson Center Tigers by the score 25-17, 25-14, 25-19. Take a look at the individual kill total: 7 for Emma Mullenkamp for Russia, 2 for Claudia Haney, 9 for Celeste Borchers, 6 for Hazel Francis, and 8 for Ariana Cardonier, 1 for Brooklyn Meyer. For the ace total, 1 for Ariana Cardonier, 4 for Ava Gibson, 1 for Ella Flippo, 1 for Violet Armstrong, and 1 for Ava Bacher to end the game. For Jackson Center, they were led with 7 kills apiece from seniors Presley Reese and Dee Lichtenberg, 4 from Tatum Reichert and Marin Ludwig, 3 from Ava Butcher, 1 from Audrey Berg. They had 2 aces from Marin Ludwig and 1 from Avery Jackson here tonight. So the Russia Raiders, they will on the season advance to 2-4. They'll be back in action. They will hit the road a couple times next week. They hit the road next Tuesday and will go to the hangar and play the Marion Local Flyers in a battle of the Blue and Golds. And they will also travel and take the short trip over to Houston next Thursday to continue league play. For the Jackson Center Tigers, they fall to 0-2 in the county, but 1-4 overall. And they host the number 1 team in Division 6, the Crimson and Gold from New Bremen, just taking the trip up to 74. Here, the JV game starts at 10 o'clock. Dave Helmstetter and I, Brandon Coverman, will give you the action here from the Habitat of the Cat here Saturday. Well, before we leave, we want to name our player of the game here tonight. Our player of the game here tonight is Ava Gibson from Russia. 4 aces, 3 of them coming in that set 2. Really got things going for the Russia Raiders, and overall, Ava Gibson will win our player of the game here tonight. So congratulations to the Russia Raiders advancing again to 2-4. Jackson Center falls to 1-4. Before we leave, again, just thank our fine sponsors here on NK Telco. And they are Carriage Works, Chiltex LLC, Cy Schwederman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hulsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, the Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, the St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. Our scoreboard sponsors, First National Bank, Keys to the Game, Keel Pizza, All Timeouts, Precision Strip, our player of the game, and Kate Telco. Our mid and post game stats I brought to you were brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. And I also like to thank the Superior Aluminum as well as being our sponsor here tonight. So that'll do it for us here from Jackson Center for the final time. The Russia Raiders win in 3 sets, 25-17, 25-14, 25-19. For Austin Ambergy back in the station, my name is Brandon Coverman. We'll catch you here next time on NK Telco Sports.